In New York City, it's Roosevelt Island. You want to stop there? Cool. You can go see the Statue of Liberty. There's so much you can do in and around this city. Don't get caught by the tourist traps. That's all I'm going to warn you. Maybe make your way up to the Bronx. Yankee Stadium tonight. The New York Yankees hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. How do the standings look in the American League as we're in the dog days of August? Well, the Yankees have a comfortable lead, 9 games in front of the Tampa Bay Rays and Toronto Blue Jays. But the way the Bombers have been playing of late, maybe that lead to fans doesn't feel as large. The Blue Jays, on the other hand, have won back-to-back games to pull even with Tampa in both the division and the wild card standings. They are 1 game back of Seattle for the top wild card spot and 1.5 clear of the Minnesota Twins, with Baltimore and Chicago lurking. Let's say hello. Dan Plesac, Katie Nolan, and Steven Nelson in the booth. Heidi Watney is downstairs. We'll hear from her in a bit. And Sack, let's begin with you in Toronto. Not just because you played there for a handful of years, because they've won 2 in a row and they have John Schneider as their interim manager taking over for Charlie Montoyo. What's been different in your estimation?
Well, what they've tried to do is be a little bit more aggressive. It's been a problem hitting with runners in scoring position, and they want to do a better job base running. First 15 games, it was guns ablaze, and they were 12-3. Last 14 games, not as much. You see the record 5-9. They've kind of been middle of the pack, pitching, defense, everything. First 15 games, look at the 12-3 record. Dante Bobichette ranking. Same thing with the pitching. The pitching was really good the last 14 games. It's just been ordinary. They're going to need tonight's starter, Kevin Gausman, to be really good. They gave him a big contract this winter, and it starts and stops with him tonight.
One guy who hasn't exactly been ordinary is Vlad Guerrero Jr. As you take a look there at his numbers since the All-Star break. He finished second last year in MVP voting because of all the home runs. If you watch the first game of the series, he hit a nice 3-run bomb over the right field wall last night. So guy can still mash. Just wanted to let everybody know.
Whenever you come to the Bronx, there's always a buzz. We know that. We've been to this ballpark before. But tonight, Dan, it feels like the stadium is about to erupt in a bad way because they want this slide. The team has been on for a while now. They want it to end.
Yeah, the Yankee fans right now, they're very frustrated. This was a team before the All-Star break. Looked like it was going to challenge the 27 Yankees and be one of the greatest Yankee teams of all time. Since July 9th, they've been very ordinary. 12-23. Their bullpen is in shambles right now. Their starting pitching is good, not as good as it was early on in the season. They've had a lot of injuries.
If you want to take a temperature on a New York team, one of the best ways to do it is to check out the headlines throughout the season. Yeah. They will not disappoint. As you can see, things were good in May. Things were good in June after a slow start. Things were good in July. And then here we are as we get into August, from August 15th. It takes a bit of a turn and you know, a little, certainly not dramatic. But it captures what you were saying, Steven. The fans, the media, everybody wants these Yankees to start winning again.
And Aaron Boone, the manager, says it comes with the territory, and someone who's built to handle all of it is Aaron Judge, who is the front runner for the American League MVP this year. He has been carrying the Yankees even through this summer. When we come back here on Friday Night Baseball, Heidi Watney will have more on his tremendous 2022 as we get you set for first pitch here at Yankee Stadium. Blue Jays and Yankees, first pitch upon us here in the Bronx. There's Aaron Judge. I told you before the break, we're going to hear more about him. He's a Fresno State Bulldog. Heidi Watney grew up with the Fresno State Bulldogs. What can you tell us about number 99 in pinstripes, Heidi?
Yeah, Steven, in case you've been living under a rock, Aaron Judge is having a season for the record books. His 46 home runs, by far the most in baseball. He is on pace to break Roger Maris' single-season Yankees record and American League record of 61 home runs. And wouldn't fans here in the Bronx love to see that? What they also want to see is the team perform better, especially offensively. Since the All-Star break, Judge has provided most of the offense, 13 homers, 32 RBI, really carrying the team. But even he is in a mini slump of his own. Just 2 hits over his last 21 at-bats, no home runs over his last 6. But the good news is Judge has pretty good numbers off Kevin Gausman. He's batting 400 with 3 homers off of the righty. Aaron Boone said he is not worried about him. Wouldn't they love to see it? Judge go deep tonight, Steven.
He's all smiles always. Nothing gets to him. Aaron Boone was telling us before the game. Let's show you the lineup tonight for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays. George Springer not atop the order, not in the lineup at all. So a collective exhale, I feel, from some Yankee fans after last night's 5-for-5 performance. But instead, the hottest hitter in baseball the last couple of months in Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He will start the fire in front of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Alejandro Kirk, fellow All-Star this year.
It's wet.
The man they'll face tonight, Jameson Taillon,
No, it's
gets
not.
the ball for the
Bill
New York Yankees. Gave up 3 runs, 7 innings last Sunday in Boston. The Yankees were shut out 3-0 in that game. His last 18 2/3 innings of work, Dan, he's given up 11 earned. What are you looking for tonight?
Well, what he does, he tries to mix in that cutter, Steven. It's a 4-pitch mix. Fastball 94 to 96. Good cutter, good breaking ball. He'll throw an occasional changeup to lefties. More importantly, the Yankees are 17-6 in games started by Taillon.